So we know that Grand Theft Auto characters can appear in multiple Grand Theft Auto games. We've established that before. But did you know that there are over 9 Grand Theft Auto characters and familiar voices from GTA that can be heard in other Rockstar games outside of GTA? Take Packy McCreary, for instance. Who would have ever thought that this Irish bank robber would be a Native American in Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption? Or Steve Haines from GTA 5. Who would have thought that he would be the voice of Red Harlow, the protagonist of Red Dead Revolver? Today we're going to take a look at 9 characters from Grand Theft Auto whose voices appear in games outside of Grand Theft Auto. But real quick, I need to give credit where credit is due. I want to give a huge shout out to the members of the GTA forums for helping me put this list together. I had a few names and a few characters, but there are tons more that, like I said, wouldn't be possible without the help of the GTA forums. So thank each and every one of you very much, especially Universe Twisters. Trey, you're really awesome.
Mommy doesn't love you, you little shit.
So that said, if you enjoy the video and you learned something new, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go for 2,000 likes. That would be really, really awesome. And that said, let's go and take a look at 9 characters from Grand Theft Auto who appear in other Rockstar games. Alright, being that we have 9 different people who voice characters in multiple games, I figured let's start off with one that you might not actually know about. The first would be Jeff Gurner. So you probably know him as Maury Kibitz in GTA The Ballad of Gay Tony. He's the brother of Brucey Kibitz from GTA 5. If for some reason you haven't played The Ballad of Gay Tony or GTA 4. Anyways, Jeff Gurner also voices Paulie Sindaco from GTA Liberty City Stories, who is the Don of the Sindaco family and also a secondary antagonist in Liberty City Stories. He also goes on to voice Jack Lupino in Max Payne, the schizophrenic underboss of a major New York City crime family who believes he's a messenger from hell. We also see him as the voice of some of the Skins characters in Manhunt, who are a group of white supremacists. And lastly, he actually appears more recently as Levi Simon in Red Dead Redemption 2, who is the right-hand man of the governor of Guarma. And fun fact, he's one of only 3 characters to be seen riding a mule in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hello!
It's Luis.
Yeah, whatever. Come here, give me some love right here.
So what'd you want? Tony said you needed a favor.
What, I look like a charity case to you?
You idiots! That's Tony Cipriani! Get him!
I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood, and walk in the shadow of the valley of death. Let the Lord into your heart.
Got enough troubles around here right now, Mr. O'Malley, without taking a chance on a bunch of vagabonds. Behave yourselves and no harm will befall you.
Next up, we have Ryan Johnston, who you know as Packy McCreary in Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. But what you might not know is that Ryan Johnston also voices generic pedestrians all throughout Grand Theft Auto 5, and way back in 2004, he was actually the voice of Shadow Wolf, a character from Red Dead Revolver. Now, there's 2 different voice actors for this character. One is from Revolver, and the other is Red Dead Redemption. He's only the voice of Shadow Wolf from Red Dead Redemption, who happens to be the cousin of Red Harlow, the protagonist of Red Dead Revolver.
I was spotting for my brother's scores in junior high. What is interesting is my biggest job, the Bank of Liberty City.
I could end your life, one more frightening than the next. You are afraid of dying simply because it would mean losing access to your possessions. That is unnatural.
Moving on, we have a lesser-known character that's pretty cool, and that is Jane Genaro, who voices Maud Hansen in GTA Vice City. Now, Maud is the really old sociopathic lady who owns the Cherry Popper ice cream business, and this really old lady is using it as a front to launder money and drugs. So, anyways, she also goes on to voice Nicole Horn, who is the major antagonist of Max Payne 1, the main antagonist, I should say, who ordered the hit on Max Payne's wife and daughter and basically gave us Max Payne. She also voices Nicole in the flashback sequences in Max Payne 2. So, real interesting how a really old lady in Vice City is the main antagonist of Max Payne.
Child! A dirty, stinking, sniveling, snotting, vile, puking, crying little baby. A baby! An awful, horrible, disgusting little boo-hoo! Mommy doesn't love you. You little shit!
Catch up with you.
Mr. Payne, it's time to show you the benefits of my brew. Be a good boy now.
Next up, we have James Yagashi, who you might know as Woozy Moo from GTA San Andreas, the blind leader of the Mountain Cloud Boy Triads. Well, he actually goes on to voice Charlie in GTA 4 and The Lost and Damned. Now, Charlie is an undercover LCPD officer who appears in the missions Blow Your Cover and Buyer's Market, which are essentially the same missions between both games. And I just want to note that it's cool that this guy is the voice of Woozy Moo, Charlie, and another character in Rockstar Games, because in GTA 4, I always thought this man was so interesting based on the shirt he's wearing and his sleeve of tattoos. Now, he also appears as Tomoya in Midnight Club 3, shout out to the Midnight Club series, who is the owner of the Speedway Garage and also our mentor while we're in Tokyo.
How are you in the water?
What you mean? Can I swim?
Yeah. Can you swim well?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on?
Not much. Let's do this.
You got the heroin, right? Right?
Come on, let's do this quickly.
But you got the heroin, correct? You're carrying it, correct? I mean, it's a simple question.
What's wrong with you? You're being fucking weird.
Not weird, man. I just want to know if you're carrying the stuff, right?
You ain't right, friend.
No,
Come on, let's get out of here.
LCPD! Freeze, motherfucker! I said freeze!
It looks cheap. Can't get the help these days. Whatever, bad joke. Welcome to Speedway. Welcome to Tokyo. I got your message. Cool, yes?
Moving on, we've got a very interesting man who is named Danny Master Giorgio. What makes him so interesting is he actually voices one of the protagonists of Grand Theft Auto, and that is Tony Cipriani. Now, Tony has two different voice actors between GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories. Danny voices Tony in Liberty City Stories. Now, he also goes on to voice the ammunition clerk in GTA San Andreas, Sniffles from The Warriors. Sniffles is a spray dealer, a New Jersey mobster in Chapter 4 of Max Payne 3, and also the preacher in Red Dead Redemption 1, who is the father of Jenny, and we actually only see him briefly in the introduction to RDR1.
Tony, I thought we got history. I mean, I've done a lot for this family. And now you're expecting me to take orders from this...
Wise choice, sir. Wise choice.
Species barbecue each Saturday. Protect your home with our vaporized intruders miniature nuclear.
If the cops ask, you didn't get it here, okay?
Hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never...
Now moving on, we have Robert Bogue, who is really, really cool, being that he voices Steve Haines in Grand Theft Auto 5. Basically, he's the main antagonist, or one of the main antagonists in GTA 5. He voices Troy in The Ballad of Gay Tony, the doorman at the Hercules nightclub. But what makes Robert Bogue really, really cool is that he goes from being the antagonist of GTA 5 to the protagonist of Red Dead Revolver. That's right, Robert Bogue actually voices Red Harlow, which is really, really cool. Kind of a yin and yang type deal there. This man has gotten to be a major antagonist for Rockstar Games, and also a major protagonist for Rockstar Games, being that Red Harlow started the Red Dead Redemption series. So really, really cool stuff right there.
Right? Agent Sanchez, apprehend the suspect!
We'd rather be singing cabaret than rapping, as if people buy CDs anymore.
Sure.
Look, I really need to talk to you, Tony. Blah, blah, blah.
Give it to them. It never was about the money.
While we're on the topic of the Red Dead series, let's talk about Benjamin Byron Davis, who voices Dutch Van Der Linde in Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2 with his very unique, calming voice. I love Dutch. But he goes on to voice Paul Kadarski in L.A. Noire. He's the mechanic at Dewey's Car Sales. And he's also the voice of a pedestrian in GTA San Andreas.
Of course. How's your little boy?
He ain't so little now.
No, he must be what? 15? 16? Hey, which wiseacre used the half-inch and didn't replace it? if you would watch out. Who cut the cheese?
Now moving on to the number 2 spot, we've got Jay Clates, who voices Lester in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, what you might not know is that Lester is actually the voice of the local population in GTA, The Ballad of Gay Tony, so just various voices you hear from NPCs. And he also voices the local population in Red Dead Redemption 1, meaning you might occasionally hear somebody that sounds like Lester, and that's because it is Lester. Now, unfortunately for him, I don't have any sort of voices for Lester in The Ballad of Gay Tony or Red Dead Redemption. Nothing specific. I've done tons of research, couldn't find anything, but this is true. This is credited on his IMDb profile, so it's real. We just don't know which characters. And lastly, one of the coolest of all, we have Sean Fantino, the voice of Franklin Clinton in GTA 5. Now, Sean Fantino actually voices Fam number 1. That's his character name in GTA San Andreas. He can be seen roaming around Grove Street, and yep, that's right, that's actually Franklin Clinton, or Sean Fantino from Grand Theft Auto 5. Super cool that him and CJ are cousins in real life, and because of that, way before GTA 5, Franklin was actually voicing Rockstar Games characters way back in 2004.
Some Lil Sorry Vatos. We nut on y'all vaginos. LSV killer. Lil Sorry Vagin.
Alright, well hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If so and you learned something new, help a brother out by giving it a big thumbs up. Once again, thank you to everybody on the GTA forums who played a role in helping me put this list together. Just really, really cool knowing that there are certain familiar voices from Grand Theft Auto that appear in games like Red Dead Redemption, Midnight Club, and so much more. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you all. Consider subscribing. And until next time, I better see ya in the next video.